Our players receiving final instructions from their coaches, and the referees receiving final instructions from crew chief Daniel Iezuelo. Officials make their way on the floor, ready to go. So a moment away from round 3, 7 days EuroCup. Group B action here. Ratiopharm versus Umana Reyer Venice. Coach Raffaella distinctive with his style of eyewear. He wears an of course, distinctive uniforms, that brilliant orange. They traded around Europe for many a year now. It's just the third matchup between these two teams. Last time they met was back in the 15-16 EuroCup season, where the home teams respectively got the victory. The fans in the ratiopharm Arena. Making noise. We haven't got a full stadium just yet, but there's enough here for you to get a sense of the passionate faithful. Starting five on the floor with the veteran Mitchell Watt against Cristiano Felicio for the jump ball. Was up, is controlled by the visitors, and straight away steal by Christon. Jump ball won by Venice. No points put up though, so we're off and running. Felicio tries to get the bucket. He missed the layup, but in transition, Tonut misses the layup, and there's defensive rebound by Karim Jallow, the young German. A great start to this season. Nice inside pass, nice tough finish. Semaj Christon. A nice little dump-off pass from Felicio. First points on the game go to the home team. At the other end, defense, you see already the aggression from the outfit defensively, putting pressure on Venice all over the floor. Tonut finds Mazzola off the down screen. He misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound by Watt, but he can't control it before he steps out of bounds. So will bring it up. Looking to add to their early lead. Klepish off the high screen from Felicio, who dives to the basket. Klepish misses the jump shot. Rebound, battles, and there Felicio shows just what a bruiser he is around the rim. Cristiano Felicio with his opening deuce of the night. Oh, nice pass underneath. But Watt misses a layup, a rare miss from him. He's so efficient around the rim offensively. Now Felicio skips it weak side. Christon misses the long jump shot. A good hustle though by Jallow. Offensive rebound, and now Jallow, the rewarded with the jump shot, which he misses. Rebound pulled in by Stone. And the point guard brings it up. Tonut off the high screen from Watt. Then the no-look pass, they flip it down to the corner. And Vitali, Michele Vitali, makes the first jump shot of the night for the visitors. They move on to 3. 4-3 is the early lead for the home team. Long jump shot, Klepish. He makes the first 3 of the night for Ulm. Tonner off the drive. There's a whistle off the ball. The foul's going to be on Jallow. Too aggressive with Vitali. To like the use of screens from Ulm offensively. Screens on the ball and off the ball as well to create open shots. Venice doing a lot more after penetration, and Jallow, wow, he's just doing some great hustle all over the floor, and that foul by Watt actually ends up grabbing him on his ankle. Rugby's not the name of the game here. There's the steal from Jallow. As Watt goes, and he takes him down. First foul of the night for the visitors. Definitely been impressed so far with the young Karim Jallow, developed in the FC Bayern Munich junior program. Averaged 15 points a game last season with Braunschweig in the Bundesliga before flipping over and joining Venice this season. His career high 11 points last time out against Bologna. This is the foul. The referee's reviewing this for unsportsmanlike, and I would be not surprised if that's not where we end up. It's not often you see someone getting taken out at the ankles. See, Jallow comes in from the steal. He's got the ball. He's off and running. Watt dives in trying to save something. And all he does is take the man out around his shins. There have been better hustle plays in the basketball career than that one. And the referee, indeed, they do change that to unsportsmanlike. There'll be free throws for Jallow and possession for Ulm. And that's just one of those unsportsmanlikes where there's no malice. Obviously, Watt is frustrated to have had the ball stolen, getting the turnover. And then just trying to make it up by diving in, trying to knock the ball back loose, but wasn't anywhere near the ball. So Jallow continues his fine start to the game. It's been hustle plays, he's got rebounds, steal. Now he's got points to his name as well. 8-3 early in the proceedings here. Ulm on top over Venice. Christon off the dribble. There's the ball screen. He doesn't use it, pulls up for the jump shot, doesn't get the shot to go. And then the ball almost rebounded by Watt, but then it's knocked out of bounds, last touched by Jaron Blossomgame, the American number 4 of Ulm. So Julian Stone brings it up, hands off to Vitali, who finds Tonut, who splits the defense. The steal by Christon. It's knocked loose by a Venice player in the defense. You see the aggression defensively that Ulm has. And it's difficult to break a defense down like this with ball handling, with dribbling. You need to pass your way through it, because there's always somebody coming to knock the ball loose. Strong start of the game by Ulm. Christon looking for his first points. Fakes again, gets the shot up. And the travel is called. Credit the defense there of the veteran. Julian Stone rather. Just staying composed defensively. And Christon, you see, changed pivot foot. So the turnover. So Venice struggling to get themselves going offensively. Maybe Watt can get them going. Kicks out, jump shot is up and away and is good. And that time it's Mazzola, Valerio Mazzola with his first bucket of the game. Had double digits in the first game of the season. Didn't play in round 2. So a good sign for him to be back out there. 8-6, the lead for and then Jallow again, who's been a real thorn in the side of Venice, but this time he draws the foul. Oh, it's Watt who just shoves him in the chest. Watt looking at the referees and say, what? All 6 of Venice's points coming on 3-point jump shots so far. Mitchell Watt will sit down with his second foul, replaced by the veteran big man, Austin Day. Jallow got his eye in now. The only player to shoot free throws so far in this game. We're approaching the midway point of the first period. Jallow calmly cans a pair and all go to double digits. 10-6. On top. Day swings the ball around the top. There's a foul called off the ball, and I think it's Blossomgame who picks up the foul, just raising the aggression level from Venice. Referees tell them to calm down. Day didn't like the attention. See there, he's not letting Day go anywhere. That's where the foul's called, and he just does a little shove in the chest, and then Coach Raffaella asking the officials, saying, well, should we be looking at this as potential unsportsmanlike? Referees won't like this physical contact to get out of hand. Stone finds Vitali. Mazzola rather, now in the corner. Shot clock violation, almost. Airball put up. Defense from Ulm is strong, and Christon gets in the paint, can't convert the open jump shot though. And Day pulls in the defensive rebound. And then the easiest of buckets there. Mazzola wide open under the basket. Austin Day, although he's playing in the power forward come center position, fine ball handler, 2'11", can handle it like a point guard, post up like a big man. Now he's having the defense right now like a big man against Blossomgame. Knocks it loose, good defense from Day. Turnover from Ulm. Venice with a chance to tie or take the lead. Day again operating like a point guard. One on now against Felicio, doesn't have the foot speed to guard him. And Day indeed pulls up for the long three. Austin Day schools his bigger, slower compatriot. First lead of the night for Umana Reyer Venice. Crossover dribble. Jallow again to the rack. No foul called. Credit the defense of Venice, and then off to the races. Mazzola stolen before he can grab it, and here comes Ulm again. They love transition basketball. Jallow down low to Blossomgame. And he finally gets his first points of the night. Jaron Blossomgame. The little floated jump hook. Ulm take the lead once more. 12-11 is the score. Ulm on top. Stone wings it out. And then Mazzola, I believe that is. No, it's Vitali. It's fouled by Christon. Just a little nudge there. Christon trying to put more pressure on the ball handler. At the fourth foul of the period by Ulm anymore. And free throws the rest of the way in this period for Venice. Of course, that's the risk you take as we get our first time out of the night. And just a note on that, the aggressive defense of Ulm, which pays dividends when you're getting steals, but of course it makes you more liable and prone to committing fouls. See if Venice looks to exploit that in the final minutes of the first period. Attack the basket, attack off the dribble. See if we can get more fouls and get to the free throw line. Venice haven't shot a free throw yet, so keen to get some action going as Tarek Phillip makes his first entrance in the game tonight. Started the first 2 games at the point guard. Tonight he comes off the bench, although it's fair to say that him and Stone have been almost interchangeable in this lineup. As the old saying goes, nobody needs to worry about who starts the game. The final 5 that often decide the outcome. So, fresh from the timeout, will be Venice in possession. As Vitali was fouled last time. Inbounds to Mazzola. Stone now finds Day. Day against Blossomgame. He gets a switch again against Felicio. Felicio more aggressive this time and much better defense, and the steal happens. This time Felicio doesn't sit back and let him shoot the 3. And in transition, Blossomgame, feet set, open, misses the 3. Not able to capitalize on the turnover. Venice not able to capitalize on the transition basket, but offensive rebound for Victor Sanders. And he will go to the free throw line. Foul committed by Tomasz Klepisz. And with 3 minutes left in the first period, it'll be the first free throws of the night for Umana Reyer Venice. More substitutions. Veteran Jeff Brooks in his first season with Venice. Of course, he spent several years with Ajax Armani Exchange Milan in the EuroLeague, making the move in the off-season to Venice. Victor Sanders makes his first free throw. Misses the second. Defensive rebound pulled in by Cristiano Felicio. And we're all square. 12 points apiece, under 3 minutes left in the first period. The veteran point guard Per Gunter in the game for Ulm. Felicio tries to take on the whole defense and he fumbles it away. It's another turnover. Both teams, several turnovers here to start the game. Day, massive size advantage over Klepisz. Leans back, misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound, Brooks. Already bringing his hustle into the game, making a difference. Sanders now, off the drive, in the corner. Brooks, 3-ball, no good. And then another almost offensive rebound by Day, but he fumbles it out of bounds. And it will be an Ulm possession. Well, the hustle plays unbalanced, going just towards Venice so far tonight. Karim Jallow is holding his end up for Ulm. Speaking of hustle, you'll never see anything but that from Per Gunter. Number 6 of Ulm in possession right now with the ball. Makes the pass. And Zugic drives in. Missed the turner. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. Good defense there. Klepisz just holding his position as Sanders tried to barrel through him. Victor Sanders commits the foul. Good defense by Klepisz, backpedaling, but he was always going backwards. So his feet, although they weren't set, he gets the vertical position. And Sanders commits the foul. It's another turnover. Made that 6 turnovers in this first period alone for Venice. Oh, not much better with 4 turnovers themselves. And it's Gunter in possession. Had it ripped away by Philip. Tarek Philip with the easiest layup of the night so far, off the steal. Turnover number 5 for Ulm. Leads to easy points for the visitors, who take the lead once more. And then we get a foul. Brooks trying to step in and hinder Gunter. Instead, he just commits the foul. Referees will probably look at this one as well. And because it's a trip, you might even see this one might get reviewed. Good hands by Tarek Philip. His first meaningful touch of the game. And we start our game. Minute and a half left until the end of the first period. Gunter. Once Bretzel. Hands off to Herkenhoff. Klepish, corner 3. Zugic. And the Montenegrin can't get the jump shot to go, and foul called. I think it's called on Austin Day. Yeah, Bretzel's got position as the rebound comes off. Yeah, he just grabbed a hold of him on the arm. So it should be free throws for Nicolas Bretzel. The youngster climbs off the back iron there. Coming in off a career high 12 points in the defeat to Bologna last time out. And gets his first point of the night here with the free throw. First quarter winding down. Slender lead for the visitors. Sanders for Venice on the dribble. Phillips skips cross court. Brooks to the rack for the slam. Jeff Brooks giving an easy penetration to the lane. And he makes no mistake there by throwing it down with authority. Patient on offense. Trailing by 3. Bretzel in the low post. Kicks it out and gifts it to Brooks. Jeff Brooks, hustle play, great anticipation, gets the steal. Turnover number 6 now for Ulm. 4 steals already tonight for Venice. Philip holding for what could almost be the last shot of the period as Brooks hands off. The jump shot is up and away, and it is made. Vasily Karalampopoulos, the young Greek player in his first season with Venice, gets the bucket. The momentum swings in favor of the visitors. Strong start to the period by Ulm, but in the end, it's a 7-1 run to close out the period. Venice go on top. They finish the quarter. Ulm 13, Venice 19. Well, a smattering of highlights as we wait for 2 teams receive instruction from their head coaches. Start offensively for Venice. And all look strong to begin in this game, but their shooting percentages have let them down as the period's worn on. They've had open shots. So that's the only 3-point basket they made in the period, just 1 of 6 from 3. Meanwhile, Venice have just taken what the defense has given them. 4 of 8, 50% from the 3-point line. And 50% from 2 as well. So the shooting percentage is very much in favor of the visitors. It's fair to say that Ulm have had to work very hard for every bucket they've had. Quick look at the stats. rebounding marginally in favour of Ulm, which is important for them. Free throw percentage, well, not a lot of free throws shot anyway, but the big difference, 3-point percentage, 17%, 1 from 6 for Ulm, 50% for Venice, 4 of 8. 6 turnovers apiece. Steals are plenty as the second period gets underway in this low-scoring affair. Ulm in possession. Per Gunter, 14th year, I believe. Been here so long, he may well have retired and just keeps coming to practice and just give him his jersey. He's been here as long as you can imagine. And in the first off entered the second period, Jaron Blossomgame ultimately draws the foul. We'll get free throws. Austin Day just lost his balance a little bit. He was straight up, but he was leaning forwards. So, no free throws for Blossomgame. Jaron Blossomgame, confident with his first free throw of the night. He makes a pair. One position on the floor that Ulm have been efficient at the free throw line. Six of 8 now, 75%. As Phillip fakes the pass, then finally makes the pass. Now he's in the corner, 1-on-1 with Herkenhoff. Day left open for 3 again, and he punishes them again. Austin Day, very happy to stand out there and just shoot open threes. He's now 2 from 2. The lead extends for Venice. Gunter off the dribble, finally get Zukic open in the corner, and he converts the triple. Fedor Zukic started the first 2 games, coming off the bench tonight, opens his scoring account. And flying coast to coast is Victor Sanders. He misses the layup, rebound, offensive by Phillip. He's fouled though from behind. And Venice will retain possession. Every day they play off him, and wow, he says, haven't you read my scout report? I guess not. So we've got a timeout called by Ulm. They trail by 4, 18 points to 22. Coach Lakovic will be making adjustments defensively. Coach Raphael wants his team just to maintain this style of play. What they're doing is that they've slowly just taken control of the tempo of the game. Not panicking defensively, a lot of switching on the defensive end. Taking advantage of their size differential. They're much taller than the Ulm lineup that's on the floor. As the dance troupe leaves the floor, Venice ready to get going. Coach Lakovic and Ulm making the most of the timeout seconds. The inbounds, and they find Dye open again, and Austin Day. Well, the scouting report on him is quite simple. Yeah, he's 2 meters 11, but he's a fine jump shooter. He's just getting open. When you put pressure on him, he's not the greatest ball handler. But the lead is 6. Christon Guarded by Sanders. Shot clock winding down. Christon winds up, misses the three, and Karalampopoulos pulls in the defensive board. Calmly brings it down the floor. Hands off to Sanders, who hands off to Phillip. Tarek Phillip finds Karalampopoulos, who gratefully takes another three, and the three-point shooting of Venice is stretching this lead. 6 of 10 now, 60% they are. Punishing Ulm from deep. That's a 9-point lead for the visitors. Zugic. Got it by Brooks. Reverse layup. Misses that. Defensive rebound by Brooks. You see again, it's the size of Venice that's making the difference. Ulm just can't get the shots off, and when they do get them away, no offensive rebound opportunities. Too much dribble there by Victor Sanders. Finds Day, goes for the jump shot again, and he's got his eye in. Marius Stoll is a spectator as Austin Day goes to 11 points personal. The lead is now 12. Ulm 18, Venice 30. Christon penetrates, he's fouled on the way to the basket and the score. Semaj Christon will get his first points of the night, and he looks to add to it with a three. It's a good defense by Ulm, and then they just break down here at the end. Shot clock down to 1, and Day punishing Stoll. And again, just picking apart the defense and finding the open three-point shooter. All the Ulm defense is sucking into the paint. Even Venice open for threes. Christon, leading scorer for Ulm on the season, gets his first points of the night. He's got 3. Deficit is 9. Karalampopoulos now. Got it by Jallow. And they find Phillip. Tarek Phillip joins the three-point party. Tarek Phillip forcing Coach Jakalakovic into a timeout. His team are reeling, being punished with three-point bombs across the board. 8 from 12 so far. Timeout. Ulm trail by 12. Well, the story of the second period, story of the game so far is the three-point shooting of Venice. They were 4 from 8 in the first period. A perfect 4 from 4 here to start the second. And Coach Lakovic is going to have to get his players to get out and defend the three-point shot and rely on his team defensively to guard the ball handler one-on-one, because they're sagging in to protect the penetration to the basket, but in doing that, you're leaving the three-point shooters wide open. Austin Day, 11 points already tonight. He's got 3 three-point scores to his name. Austin Day, the veteran now, 33 years of age. At 13 points in the victory, opening night of the EuroCup season. He's already got 11 points here tonight. He'll be looking to eclipse his season high, that's for sure. Felicio. Down low, guarded by Mazzola. Fumbles it, barrels through, power, fouled. Mazzola. Strong, but not strong enough to guard Felicio, and in the end he gets bumped to the floor, and free throws to come for the Brazilian big man. Great help from Karalampopoulos. Mazzola's going to get the foul, but it's almost like a team foul, because Brooks was coming in, Karalampopoulos was hanging all over him. Cristiano Felicio, 2 points already tonight. Say very early in the season, but throughout his career, free throw shooting's not been the shining light of his statistics. 56% career free throw shooter so far this season. Oh, of course, I've just cursed him. That's just his second miss of the year. So he's still plus 80%. Now trailing by 11. Need to get some defensive rhythm. They're not going to do it, though you can see the aggression now. They're stepping out, trying to guard the ball handler, but Karim Jallow rips through. Fouls committed by Christon. I think it's safe to say that Coach Lakovic would rather suffer that than leave Karim Jallow out open for three. Instead, it's Mazzola's open for three, and the threes just keep on raining. That's 5 in a row. Made, that is, for Venice. Biggest lead of the game now, 36-22. Venice on top. Don't have any answers unless Klepish can start making threes, and they are ice cold. 2 from 9. And three-point shooting alone is enough to give Venice a convincing lead. Karim Jallow with shot clock winding down. Left open from 3, and he duly obliges. Vasily Karim Jallow. Still not complete, just 24 years of age. Developing his game here with Venice, and developing it rather nicely. He's got 9 points, 3 from 3 on the three-point line, and another turnover from And this is worrying. Still early in the game, but where's that? He tries, Klepish trying to get the high-low pass, but defense is all over him. Venice break the press defense. Mazzola finds Brooks. Pressure defense, can that make a difference for Brooks, step back, long 2. That one misses. Karim Jallow, offensive rebound. Well, the only thing worse than letting a team have easy three-point shots is to let them offensive rebound so they can get another one. And Julian Stone gets his first points tonight, and it's a three-point shot. What else would it be? Coach Lakovic calls timeout once more. His team are being swept away on a tide of three-point shots. Teams head to the benches. 22, Venice 42. Well, disappointing start to the season for Ulm in the 7 days EuroCup, losing their first 2 games, and I'm not looking to break that duck right now. Venice have made 7 straight threes to start the second period, blown out to a 20-point lead. Normally, momentum can be stunted by a timeout. That's why Coach Lakovic calls it. He makes some adjustments, but relaxing times for Coach Raffaella. His team are in cruise mode. So, looking for answers. They need them offensively as well as defensively. Offense has dried up to a drizzle here in the second period, and it's another turnover. Stone got the steal, and then he's talking to the referee, who's explaining why he traveled. You can smile all you like, it's still a turnover. Bad pass by Klepish. There's the steal. He throws the ball up, then he jumps up again. He's trying to say it was a dribble. That was no dribble. So turnover gets an opportunity for Klepish off the screen from Felicio. He drives into the paint, flips it up, misses. Defensive rebound by Philip. And Venice, well, if I'm right now, no matter what happens, they do not get a three-point shot. Because we know what happens when they shoot threes. Force them to beat you off the dribble. Philip goes off the dribble and throws it off the foot of the defender. Shot clock will reset. Philip will take a seat. Stefano Tonut will enter for Venice. 14-second shot clock. Venice in control. Karalampopoulos off the dribble, guarded by Felicio. Felicio tries to keep in front of him, can't do it. Instead, he commits the foul. Coach Lakovic can live with that. Does not want to let Karalampopoulos add to his three-point total. Karalampopoulos again, off the dribble, floats it up and gets it to go. But for once, it's only a two-point shot. But now, Venice have doubled the 22-point total of 44-22, a missed jump shot again, Blossomgame this time. Venice in complete control. Mazzola hands off to Tonut. Arguably their strongest offensive weapon, hasn't given them much of anything yet. Karalampopoulos has. They finally get to miss a three-point shot. Here goes to Mazzola, gets the offensive rebound, but can't get the shot away before the shot clock violation after the air ball from Karalampopoulos. Well, the good news, if you're an fan, Venice just missed a three-point shot. The bad news, if you're an fan, trail by 22 in the dog days of the second period. Under 3 minutes left to the halftime break. Christon drives route one straight to the basket. Draws the foul. And you will have free throws, which is often best way to get yourself back in the game when you're getting blown away. Not from the field, from the line. Free throws for Christon. Felicio has to go to the bench with a blood injury. He's done a bit of a bump on the nose. He's replaced by Herkenhoff. Philip Herkenhoff, number 14, scoreless so far. Free throw counts this time. First one was almost like a practice run. Semaj Christon. He cans a pair. Cuts the deficit to 20. That one dribbled off the foot. Stone gets away with one there. Pressure defense. Well, the only way that Ulm can set up this full court pressure is if they get scores. So you see the pressure that's on their offense to come up with points so they can get set defensively. Stone misses the jump shot. Good defense that time by Ulm, and Christon to the rack again, and this time he gets the bucket. He wants the foul. Instead, it's a timeout, Venice. Coach Raffaella wants to talk this one over. Doesn't want the momentum to go too far instead of in favor of Ulm. He wants to keep this 20-point lead. Timeout called by Venice. They lead by 18. Ulm 26. Venice 44. That bucket there, more of what you need from Ulm. Christon attacking to the basket. Back-to-back strong drives. Free throws first time, then he gets the layup. 4 points in a row for without reply. Fans trying to get some inspiration. As is Semaj Christon. 7 points now for him, 14 points averaging on the season, so he's about in line with his season average, but he might have to do something a little better than that. His team's going to get back into this one. They trail by 18 points. Tariq Phillip brings it up for Venice. Brooks, Tonut, Mazzola goes back to Stefano Tonut. The no-look pass to Stone, but he stepped out of bounds when he received the ball. Foot was on the sideline. Turnover number 8 for Venice, but only the second of the period. Christon again gets inside, gets the basket, gets the score. 6 points in a row now for Semaj Christon. Momentum with Ulm, though. Can they maintain it as they go into half-time? They're still going to be behind, that's for certain, but maybe they have something positive to talk about at the break. As Phillip goes behind the back off the dribble. Shot clock running down. Brooks going to have to pull the trigger. He finds Phillip, who heaves at the buzzer. Front of the rim. Defensive rebound. Herkenhoff. And that's a good, tough defensive series by Ulm. Christon whips it through the Blossomgame. Can't handle it. Mazzola got his hands on the ball. Broke up the pass. A turnover just when they could do without it from Venice. Good defensive rebound by Rataj. Here comes Christon to the rim. Kicks it out. Blossomgame. Well, offense is all going through Christon right now. He continues to do so, but he misses the jump shot that time. And Venice slow it down after the defensive rebound by Brooks. 30 seconds left in the period. Phillip finds Tonut, finds Stone, makes the three. And it's remarkable shooting numbers. 7 of 10 in the second period. We thought 50% was impressive in the first. How about 70 here in the second? And another turnover, Mazzola. They've got time. Phillip dances to the basket for the layup. Party time for Venice. Turnover woes for the home team. Leads to easy scores. As the teams leave the floor for the halftime break, Venice are in dominating control of this one. More of the same from Venice. Ulm with things to discover, to discuss, and to adjust. Halftime at the ratiopharm Arena. Ulm 28, Umana Reyer Venice 49. Well, what a first half that was, and what a first half display of three-point shooting from Venice. The answer to every question for Venice on offense tonight has been three-point shooting, with the occasional splash of slam dunk from Jeff Brooks. "12 of these in the first 20 minutes. Will do you many a favor, especially when the opposition have only made 2. The difference is all about the three-point shooting. Even when the offense goes wrong, the answer is still a 3. So with it all to do in the second half, Venice looking to march on to victory number 2 on the season.
It's a new season in the 7 days EuroCup.
The road to greatness begins here.
Oh, what a pretty play.
Goodness me.
Now this terrific European basketball competition is back.
Top, and there is the alley-oop from Oriol Bowley getting on the end.
Might not do it again as Paola coughs it up. And the Thunder dunk. As Jallow sent it down. Felicio's pass is intercepted easily by Weems. Weems tries to go the distance, and that gets sent back with interest.
Tomic.
Give it go. And Tomic straight at the netting. 31-28. Direct there from Jovic Badalona.
That's over the back of the backboard. Will that count? My goodness me, how often do you see that shooting from behind the backboard? It went in. What's the fact? Wow, if that goes out. Incredible.
Five seconds to go. The pass off. Oh, beautiful defense. But they have it. Pittin puts it up at the buzzer. Stones. Get that out of here.
Nice pass. Williams the assist and the throw down. Stanton Kidd enjoyed those.
Sherman, well supported by AJ Slaughter, then the still, the drive, it's quick ball, back it goes and slammed home as well. Isaiah Miles is there to put the ball in the basket. Quick break, unselfish basketball.
Oh, great hands. Keane stole the ball from a much bigger man. And a throw down! Explosive action there from Zacko. Couldn't stop or wake him up. He had a quiet first half. But, well, that's a statement indeed. You might say the crowd enjoyed that.
Andrew to Needham. Short range jumper does not go in. Long pass down the floor. Sanders hands it off. Oh! There's your 7 days magic moment there. It's Watt finishes at the hoop. Austin Day has it. Long pass down the floor. Sanders just pass it back. It's Mitchell Watt to slam it home with a left hand.
The shot goes up and goes down from John Scherner. Scherner made the basket. Scherner puts it down. Scherner, smooth as you like. Scherner, smooth as you like. Was quick. Scherner was agile, but Scherner also was powerful enough to stand his ground. Scherner was agile, but Scherner also was powerful enough to stand his ground. He's on the prize. He's on the prize.
moves it on, a chance to attack, but denied was Mitchell Wong.
Best match if ever there was one, 211 against 191. Oh, wow, we say give it a chance, he likes the dunk. And there is the two-handed slam.
Fits in, steps to the side, misses the three. And there the rebound and the leak, and the slam! Alibagovic flexes after he throws it down.
Bounce pass finds a cutting back door. Joel Parra, what a find, what a feed. Terrific work.
Needham again, off the dribble, screen from Hayes. Hayes dives to the bucket, receives the ball underneath. Hands up to Dudzinski! And David Dudzinski gets the slam dunk.
Still, Partizan won the jump ball. He only had a second or so on the shot clock remaining, but Dallas Moore made sure of the three. Another off-balance three from him.
Sulim. It's a long two if it goes. It doesn't, but the follow does in fantastic fashion from Maxime Rose. A firecracker for the French.
Oh, count the basket and one. Cyril Langevin with a strong take to the red. And we'll go to the free throw line looking to add one more. Driving from beyond the three-point line, got the step on Burzic.
Robinson. Thrown away. Agravani's with it. Draws the defense, throws the alley-oop, and jammed in by Dario Hunter. 10 points for him already. Agravani's to draw the defense. The pass off at the perfect time.
Backdoor cut. Oh, a rim rocking jam. High five from Jaber to the man who hooks him up from the high post. A beautiful feed. And there's a double pump and a finish.
It's a new season in the 7 days EuroCup.
The road to greatness begins here.
Oh, what a pretty play.
Goodness me.
Now this terrific European basketball competition is back.
Welcome back at the end of the half-time break between Ratiopharm Ulm and Umana Reyer Venice. This 7-day EuroCup action round 3 Group B game. It's being controlled by the visitors, Venice, so far. 21-point lead they have at half-time. 49-28 in favor of the visitors. Ulm not having any answers offensively or defensively for what Venice has thrown at them. 6 different players made 3-point shots for Venice in that first half. Ulm only made 2 3-point shots. To make matters worse for the home team, 10 turnovers they committed as well. So not only they play against a team that's shooting better percentages than them, they've also given them 10 additional shots. Venice 8 steals in that first half. And they've just taken everything offensively away from Ulm that they want to have. They want to have their big man, Cristiano Felicio, going to the basket. Looking to get dunks. He hasn't got anywhere near the rim yet. Only had 1 easy bucket so far. The action is underway in the second half. Ulm with a mountain to climb. And they don't start out as they wish with a turnover. And Stefano Tonut gets his first score of the second half. Biggest lead of the night now, 23. Klepish, pull-up jump shot, fouled in the act of shooting. The foul's committed by Philip. Klepish will get free throws. You're in a hole as big as what Ulm are. You need anything positive. You need to play error-free basketball. So that start there, not what they were looking for. They'll be very happy to see points going on the scoreboard right now from Semaj Klepish. He makes a pair. Philip off the dribble. Stone surveying the action. Philip goes to work off the bounce. Watt, left-handed, jump shot, free throw line extended is no good. Defensive rebound by Blossomgame. Christon finds Jallow for 3. Karim Jallow can't get the jump shot to go. And here comes Venice, aggressive in transition, forcing the Ulm defense back on their heels. Philip. Shot clock under 10. Feeds Watt in the low post. Watt hasn't played since the first quarter with the 2 fouls. And he misses another jump shot. Defensive rebound by Jallow. Jallow goes to the rim and gets the athletic score. Karim Jallow, 5 points for him tonight. Mazzola has it stolen away. Jallow to the rack and the slam. Karim Jallow, arguably the best player from an effort standpoint for Ulm in the first half, picks up where he left off, and Coach Raffaella and Venice call timeout. The lead has been as big as 23. And it's a 6-0 run by Ulm, forcing the timeout. Teams go to the benches. Ulm 28, Venice. Ulm 34, Venice 51. Four points in a row for Karim Jallow. First with the body protecting layup and then followed that up with the spectacular slam. So it's a 6-0 run for Ulm. Impressive defensively. And the offense, well, it could hardly be any worse than it was in the first half. Although, you know, their quarter scores have gone up. Just 13 in the first period, 15 in the second. If they keep that going in the same direction, they'll be fine. But they've got to rein Venice in. They need to hold Venice well under 20 points in the third and fourth period. They want to get back into this one. So the timeout. Philip brings it up for Venice. Tonut finds Mazzola and misses the three, and there's Jallow again with the defensive board. Then Christon, coast to coast, finds Felicio, is fouled on the way to the rack. Stefano Tonut will commit the foul, and Cristiano Felicio will get free throws. Jallow started to play, though he's not in the picture. Then Christon finds his big man. He's leaning in, and contact is made by Tonut, who says to the referee, "What am I supposed to do with this guy? You see how big he is?" Felicio quiet so far tonight. They could do with him getting into double digits where he is accustomed to being. Averaging 12.5 points on the season. Second leading scorer on this team. Misses the second free throw. Philip has his shot stopped, and guess who? Jallow is right there. Christon. Jallow off the dribble against Tonut. Into the lane and lays it home, and Karim Jallow inspiring his team to get back into this. Averaging 7.5 points a game this season. Tonut silences the crowd with the jump shot. Stefano Tonut. And there's Jallow again on the backdoor cut, answering with the layup. It's rare you'll say a 15-point deficit is good news. But they've been down by 23. So they are on a bit of a roll, and there's an illegal screen called on Mazzola. Julian Stone taking the dribble. Beautiful backdoor cut and pass from Klepish. And Karim Jallow continues to have a pretty spectacular night. But his team are still in a big hole. Jallow 9 points, 5 rebounds. Klepish misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound, Rataj. Blossomgame finds Klepish in the corner, and finally Tomasz Klepish cans the three. One of 3 players on the Ulm team now with 9 points. An Ulm big start to this third period. Coach Lakovic urging his team on defensively. Philip hits the Felicio wall. Watt is fouled in the paint. Blossomgame trying to stop the big American from receiving the ball. No question, it's a foul. So Venice will retain possession on the side. Philip finds Brooks, who gets his second slam dunk of the night. Defense breaks down that time. And as we say, if you're trying to come back from 20+ points down, you've got to play almost perfect defensive basketball. Any mistakes like that will be punished. Christon Down low, Blossomgame into the paint, jump hook, up, away, no good, but there's Felicio, offensive rebound, and the soft touch. Cristiano Felicio. This Ulm team, a mirror opposite to the team we saw flat as a pancake in the first 20 minutes. They're rolling here in the third period. Mitchell Watt with the long two. No offensive rebounds as Christon hauls in the defensive one. Christon leans back off the backboard. Beautiful play, and well, role reversal or what? An 18-7 run to start the third period, and they're within 10. Phillip into the paint. There's a whistle. A foul might have been called. No, the foul's going to be on Felicio, I think. See Christon, fortuitous use of the backboard there, kissing the ball off the backboard. Felicio will take a break. Nicholas Bretzel in the action. Brooks has got the athleticism. Bretzel has the length. Well defended. Good stop by the big man. Christon feeds Bretzel down low, and Brooks just shows his hustle. Jeff Brooks, who will dive in where Angels will fear the tread, dives underneath the giant Nicholas Bretzel, commits the foul. Christon didn't have the right angle for that pass, and there you see Brooks goes out there, and down comes Bretzel. It's his first foul of the night. Brooks shaken up, stays in the game. His right shoulder that got just twisted the wrong way then. It will be a Venice possession on the sideline. The good thing about being up by 23 points is even when you start to stink, you've still got a double-digit cushion. As Coach Raffaella goes to his bench. Austin Day, 11 points in the first half, joins the action. It's Tarek Phillip. He's fouled by Bretzel. Back-to-back fouls by the big number 12 of, number 13 rather, of Ulm. Tonut will take it out. And here comes Venice again. Tonut, Garbo Rataj. Vitali off the drive, finds Brooks on the wing. Brooks to the basket, double clutch, doesn't get it to go. Goaltend, I think, going to be called. With Brooks, he missed the shot, but while the ball was on the rim, I think he grabbed a hold of the rim. There's no foul called in here. There he goes up, misses. I'm not quite sure what they've called. Maybe they've called the goaltend. I think that Blossomgame on the help got a piece of the rim, so the basket counts. Bretzel finds Klepish. Klepish against Brooks. Pulls up for the jump shot. Does not go. Offensive rebound. Michael Rataj, but he commits the foul. Klepish goes down, claiming he was slapped in the face as he missed the jump shot. Watch out, the shot goes. Oh, no. Well, there's incidental contact there as Phillip goes through. I think he's accidentally caught him with his elbow in the teeth. So Klepish comes off the worst. I think it remained Venice possession. Of course, when the medical team has to come on the floor to attend to a player on the actual court, then he automatically has to be substituted, so off he goes. Klepish goes and speaks to the referee. I hate to be the one to tell you, Tomasz, but there was nothing there. Don't feel like you have been wrong. Incidental contact, just so happened that the incidental contact was with your gnashers. Technical foul, I think, was called. Not quite sure what's happening here. But anyway, Michele Vitali makes 2 free throws. Well, the reason the free throws came in the bonus, I think. This third quarter has rattled away, under 4 minutes left. Venice on top. We've said an awful lot tonight. Retzel. Jallow. Karim Jallow with a 3-point shot. That's a career high for the youngster. He goes to 12 points. Stefano Tonut misses. The 3-pointer's not raining in at all now for Venice. Jallow, got it by Phillip. Now got it by Day. Shot clock's under 5, so Jallow goes to work off the dribble, misses it. Blossomgame gets it off, and the score at the shot clock buzzer. And Ulm get the deficit down to 9 points. They're in touching distance. We've had 1 change of leads tonight. Midway through the first quarter, Venice took their opening lead of the game, and they just extended it throughout. And now Ulm are trying to change that story. They battled and battled in this third period. They were not even at the dance in the first half. And the whistle call, I think the foul's been called on Tonut, kicking his foot out as he went down. So we've got a timeout called by Venice. No timeout. Game gets back underway. Gunter ringing it up for Ulm, and at the moment everything they touch turns to gold. And there's a foul committed by Jeff Brooks of Venice. By my stat sheet, I think we'll have free throws for Gunter. Brooks stepping out to help, doing so illegally. Remain Venice possession. Shot clock showing 15, so no free throws. I'll make that their. Oh, they've corrected the foul count now. It's actually the 3rd foul on Venice in this period. Retzel hands off to his point guard, Gunter. Gunter goes to work up the dribble. Jallow goes to the rack, throws it up. No good, but there's Retzel. The follow-up slam, Nicholas Bretzel. (2'12", 22 years of age. A product of the Ulm Junior program. Came through the Ulm Orange Academy. Had a career high last time out against Bologna and having a big impact here in this third period. Although still his team trail, but Bretzel's starting to fill it up. And the deficit, which was 23, whisper it, it's down to 7. Phillip. Venice relying a lot on one-on-one basketball now, and instead of that passing game they had in the first half, 12 assists they had in the first half. They've only had 3 here in the third period. Their offense has begun to stutter, and their defense is being shredded. Jallow down to Blossomgame. Blossomgame, I think he's traveled. Jaron Blossomgame with the turnover. Dare I say, it's just been great passing. We talk about the contrast assists. They said that Venice had 12 in the first half, just 3 here in the third period. Well, Ulm had 2 assists in the first half. They've already had 5 here in the third period alone. As Nicholas Bretzel sits down with a pat on the back from his coach. Final minute of the third period. Ulm battling their way back into this. Venice, though, still have a 7-point lead and the ball. Day wants a 3, misses the 3. The first missed the 3-point line from him tonight. And the drums have been banged all night, sound a little bit louder as Ulm tiptoe their way ever closer to the visitors. But it's stolen. Michele Vitali with the breakaway slam. Final shot of the period will go to Ulm unless they turn it over again. Blossomgame has it knocked away. Jallow, who else, gets fouled. Michele Vitali trying to get another steal. $11 steals tonight for Venice. The average 8 in a game on the season. And that time Vitali with the breakaway went for another steal but committed the foul. And if they are in the bonus, it'd be Karim Jallow. Referees are just checking. Well, they're maybe going to see if there's a hint of unsportsmanlike in that foul. Clock winding down. Either way, should be Karim Jallow at the free throw line for at least 2 free throws. Maybe going to put a bit of time back on the clock. And Karim Jallow, 3 from 4 at the free throw line so far. It's one advantage that Ulm have had tonight. They're 13 of 17. Venice just 3 of 4 as a team. Jallow, every point he scores makes his career high a little bit higher. And he makes another one. At the third quarter buzzer, Sanders finds Day, who can't get the shot away. So the first 2 periods very much in favor of the visitors. That third one, it's a blowout for the home side. They're back in it. 29-15 in that period. Teams head to the benches after 3 quarters. This game is bubbling up into something special. At the end of 3, ratiopharm Ulm 57, Umana Reyer Venice 64. Well, finally some highlights to cherish if you're a fan of ratiopharm Ulm. Largely led by this man here, Karim Jallow, has just been sensational. He started at the defensive end and got his whole team on track, and they are all coming along for the ride. And it's another youngster, Nicholas Bretzel, who started getting into the action. And that rhythm that Venice had in the first half, as they've gone off the boil. That was their lowest offensive period, and by far their worst defensive action. Ultimately, Ulm and this man, Karim Jallow, on the road to greatness, get back into this one. Fans daring to dream they can come back from this deficit. It will be one that's made of legends. 3-point percentages, still not great, but much better. Don't forget they were at 16% for a long time. And Venice have come into the land of the living. So the fourth period will start with Venice in possession. If they can get it in, which they do now because it's stolen. Blossomgame underneath, Zugic. Fedor Zugic gets his first points of the period. Zugic now with his season average of 5 points, and Ulm are behind by just 5. Julian Stone misses the 3, but it's an offensive rebound. Another opportunity for Venice. Sanders, he misses the 3. Rebound, another offensive one. So the third opportunity. Foul is committed. Gunter looks up to Austin Day, towering above him, and says, well, do you know what? I'm not going to win this matchup, so I'll just foul him. Sanders. The fourth time of asking, what does Venice come up with? Stone against Jallow. Stone in the lane. Stone with the miss. Herkenhoff with the defensive rebound. And that is a defensive marathon for Ulm, but they get the stop. Gunter. Got it by Brooks. Blossomgame down low. Herkenhoff fumbles. Oh, beautiful footwork. Philip Herkenhoff goes to fundamental basketball. Just used his head, doesn't shuffle his feet, gets the score. And it's hard to believe that, but Ulm are within 3. Sanders inside, he's fouled on the drive. Foul's going to be committed by Herkenhoff. Well, basketball has this funny way of doing things to you. In the first half, Venice could not miss a 3-point shot. But in the third period and now in the fourth, they're not even getting open looks. The defense has improved by Venice. And they are right back in this. Sanders flips it back. Day, jab steps. Oh, and they're hesitant. It's a steal. Blossomgame, he's fouled in transition by Mazzola. Sorry, Mazzola, Valerio Mazzola commits the foul. Well, since halftime, it's a 33-15 run in favor of Ulm. And Venice, for whom it looked so easy in the first 20 minutes. They are struggling. Herkenhoff drives, pulls up. Was it ever in doubt? Philip Herkenhoff with the extended free throw line jump shot. It's a 1-point game and Herkenhoff wants more. Reminder, Ulm trail by as many as 23 points in this game. They are now down by a single point. Venice rocked to the core, but they're in possession. And they do still have the lead. And they do still have Austin Day. Off the dribble. Kicks it, finds Mazzola. Karalamopoulos fouled in the act of shooting. He will shoot 3 free throws. Karim Jallow says the referee, no way. Well, Karalamopoulos 11 points in the first half. He's just started the fourth period. Hasn't played at all in the third. And now the shot clock winding down. Yeah, he got him on the arm. Jallow, that left hand reached in. And the thing is, if a player is shooting the basketball, any contact you make with him is a foul. With your hands, it is a foul. So even if it's just a hint, that's the thing that Jallow feels hard done by. And that Karim Jallow is grateful for, because he's going to get 3 points, not from the field, at the free throw line, and he is perfect there. Fourth period action, 7 days EuroCup, Group B, round 3. Ulm looking for their first victory of the season. Venice looking for their second. Zukic was looking for the three-point shot. In the end, it goes out of bounds. Ulm started the game with the lead. Midway through the first period, Venice got their first lead of the game, and they've stretched it and stretched and stretched it, but Ulm have been in complete control here in the second half. And they've got themselves with as close to it as a point. And you have the feeling that if they can get their nose in front, Venice won't have an answer. Venice, for large parts of this game, have looked like one of the best teams in the EuroCup. But here in the second half, they've looked like the new kids in town. Sanders doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it to Stone. Stone against Christon. Stone flips it up and throws it to nobody. Shot clock winding down. It's a 24-second violation. And quietly, Philip Herkenhoff, you know, has no stats to speak of. 2.5 points in averaging on the season, 15 minutes a game, has just been monstrous here. And Ulm daring to dream now, in possession. Klepish. Christon. 9 points in the first half, just 2 points in the second. Jallow has it stolen away. Credit Sanders for breaking it up, and then Karim Jallow knocking it loose. That's Zola. Ulm working hard defensively. Venice much more efficient on offense, but now they're settling just for the three-point shot. And they're not making them anymore. Just 2 of 7 here in the second half. Christon, perfect time to get his points going. 9 points in the first half, just 2 points in the third period, and there's his first bucket of the fourth. Midway through the period, Ulm within 2, 65-67. Mazzola, he misses the three. And Jallow, who else, cleans up the rebound. And now Ulm have the chance to tie or even take the lead. Blossomgame. Jallow, let's just get out of the way, let him go to work. He's been monstrous, and he continues to be so, but he misses that layup. Day. Defensive stop. Couldn't come at a better time for Ulm, for Venice rather. Philip. Got it by Blossomgame. Mazzola runs baseline. Philip goes to the rack, had it broken away. And now Venice are in trouble. Sanders, jump shot at the three-point buzzer, no good. And Ulm defensively are just a different team, as if they added 2 players and now they've got 7 out there instead of 5. They are everywhere. Christon off the drive, fouled in the act of shooting, that's for sure. Semaj Christon, he's the man they're going to call for when they need points down the stretch. And he draws the foul on Sanders. Or is it Mazzola? No, definitely Sanders gets him. Sanders sees the play through. Make sure there'll be no basket, but there's 2 free throws, and we've got a timeout. Wow, a game that a lot of people who've been forgiven for turning off at halftime has turned into something rather juicy. Timeout on the floor. Ulm 65, Venice 67. Well, we'll use this timeout to give you your 7 days magic moment. And it's the Statue of Liberty flying slam dunk from Karim Jallow. The steal, and then he's off. And Stefano Tonut just wants to be in the picture as Karim Jallow gives you your 7 days magic moment. Well, if Ulm were to pull this monumental comeback off to the point that they turn it into a victory, there's no question in my mind that Karim Jallow will deserve to be the player of the game. A career-high 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, performance index rating of 18, and the 7 days magic moment for those who are keeping count. At the timeout, it'll be Semaj Christon, the leading scorer for Ulm on the season, averaging 14 points. He's got 13 so far, misses that free throw, so he can equal his season average if he makes this one here, which he does. Now the defense is needed from Ulm once more. We're in the meat of the 4th quarter. Karalumpopoulos misses the 3-point shot. Ulm go big as well. Cristiano Felicio back in the game. Herkenhoff has done his job. Now it's time for their starting unit to bring this one home. Christon off the dribble, keeps the ball, keeps going, gets it back. 3-point shot is away and good. And Ulm, just 4 of 15 to this point, make the most important 3-point shot of the night, and they're in the lead. 69-67, Ulm on top. They trail by 23. Venice have got no answer offensively. They've been outscored by 12 points to 3. And again, shot clock runs down. Tonut, he answers the call. Stefano Tonut goes to 8. Venice take the lead once more. This one going to the wire. Blossomgame, he wants a 3. He gets it. Ulm have been ice cold from 3-point line all night. Season average is 37%. They've been as low as 16%. So maybe they're just going to balance up. If that happens, they got a good chance to get the winners. Christon gets the steal. Semaj Christon with the breakaway layup. A season high for him, 19 points. Ulm, their fans are on the seat. They truly believe now. And Coach Lakovic has to keep his cool as his team that have been down all night and now ahead. The ball poked loose by Blossomgame, and Semaj Christon just floats to the cup, lays the ball home softly off the glass. And the players, the likes of Jaron Blossomgame, coming up trumps. And Christon, with his first made 3 of the night, gave his team that lead. And Venice have been outscored by 17 points to 6 here in the 4th period. Need to find the offensive rhythm they had in the first 2 quarters. Ulm had a 4-point lead at the beginning of the fourth period. They're led by 4 points to nothing. Since then, it's been nothing but Venice, but now it's all Ulm. No, it's not. Wow. Blossomgame would like that one back. Four-point lead, 74-70. Made that 74-70 as Mitchell Watt comes over the back of Felicio, knocks it out of bounds. Mitchell Watt averaging 13 points a game on the season, the leading scorer for Venice. And tonight, he's come up with a big donut, 0 points. And that was not a problem when they were winning by 23, but when you're losing by 4, in the dark days of the fourth period, you want your big man to come up trumps. Your stars have to come through. Stefano Tonut is doing just that with the defensive rebound. Philip, can he answer? And that's an offensive foul. And you get no reward for guessing who drew it. Karim Jallow just missed the hustlies there. Philip just slings his right shoulder into him, puts him on his backside on the floor. And that's a turnover. It's an offensive foul for Philip. And here goes Ulm into crunch time, under 2 minutes left. Upstairs, Felicio with the slam. The love from Christon. And we said the stars are coming up now. It's Cristiano Felicio's turn. What answer does Venice have? It'll be free throws through the hands of Austin Day as Semaj Christon try to get another steal. The lob from Christon, Felicio goes to the 10th floor when everybody else was stuck on the 9th, and he gets the alley-oop slam dunk. Austin Day could not miss from anywhere in the first half. Scoreless here in the second, and misses this first free throw of the night. Wow, what a difference a halftime break makes. 49 points in the first 20 minutes for Venice. 22 points in the next 18 and a half. Well, you've got to credit the defense of Ulm. Can they close it out now? What a story this will be if they pull it off. Steal by Mazzola. Julian Stone brings it up. Mazzola. Tonut. Gets the basket, drives around Felicio. Philip, it's tentative play from Venice now. Tonut, step back, makes the tough jump shot over Felicio. Stefano Tonut. That's a bucket to remember, but will it be enough? His team trailed by 3. Final minute of the fourth quarter. Klepish. Off the dribble, Felicio goes to the rim. Christon spins, pulls the trigger, misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound. Klepish. Christon, they don't need to do anything now, just be careful. They don't turn it over if you want, which they have done. Tonut, they need a 3. Stefano Tonut, he's open for it. Stefano Tonut, he makes it! And the defense of Ulm that's been spectacular in the second half crumbles just moments before the game was theirs. And Stefano Tonut with the 3-point shot that squares things up. A 6-point lead for Ulm, erased by this jump shot here. Ulm have the timeout. They will have possession. There are 22 seconds left in the fourth. Well, if anybody had said to me at halftime this game was going to be in overtime, in fact, if anybody at halftime had told me that Ulm was going to take the lead, I'd have told them that was crazy. Now, overtime looks on the cards as Ulm, with a 6-point lead with a minute left, have been tied up by a Venice team that have led by as many as 23. And Coach Lakovic, 43 years old. Coach Lakovic doesn't look old enough, though. When he used to play, he was known as the baby-faced assassin. This would have been his time on the floor. He'd have been the man that came up with the crunch jump shot. Now he's coming up with the play call. Is he going to hold for the last shot? Is he going to try and go early? And what do Venice do? Do they foul? Give them free throws so that they have the final shot? Twists and turns of the 7 days EuroCup. As we go on the road to greatness, Semaj Christon will take it out. He inbounds to Jallow, then gets it back. They double team. They do not want Christon to have possession. Jallow has it stolen, stripped, and now Venice, a chance to steal victory at the death. They will have the last shot. He goes to work, leans back, long two, front of the rim. We're going to overtime. Wow. Did this game deserve any other ending? Teams will go to the bench. They'll talk it over and get ready to do at least 5 minutes more. End of regulation. Ulm 76. Venice 76. Well, what about twists and turns? A game that looked dead and dusted at halftime. Then it just sort of crept into action through the third period, exploded to life in the fourth, and in the last 2 minutes, told us the reason why you have to stay and watch the whole game. Ulm were there. They had their first win of the season. All they had to do was hold out. They gave up a 6-point lead in the final 60 seconds and then turned it over and didn't even get a shot to win it. Venice, well, they're almost bigger criminals. They had a lead as big as 23 points. 21-point halftime lead. 27-point swing that gave Ulm the lead, and then Venice somehow woke up at the death to get back in it. So we go to overtime. First overtime for either team this season. Both teams gave up big leads in round two. You could argue, although Venice's lead is bigger, that they've given up. The lead they gave up was arguably more critical because they were right there to win it. It will be Felicio against Day. Jump ball controlled by the home team. And blink and you'll miss it. These 5 minutes are going to flash through. Both teams are in the bonus, so free throws off any foul. Christon rejected. Felicio, though, comes up with a rebound. What a block from Stone. Julian Stone swats it away, but Felicio pulls up the offensive board. First score. First blood to the home team. Tonut answers with the long two. He has been clutch. He goes to 15 points, leading scorer for the visitors. Christon, Blossomgame 3, and he drills it. Well, at various points in the game, both sets of offenses have been anemic at best. Now they can't miss. Day, can he answer? Philip now, trailing by 3. Tonut, who else? Got it by Jallow, who else? The two stars of the night, face to face. Tonut can't get the jump shot. Felicio starts to control the backboards. Christon off the dribble. Baseline, guarded by Mazzola. Blossomgame wants another 3. That one's short, and a long way short. There we say air ball. Philip finds Mazzola, finds Stone. Nobody wants to shoot from Venice, so Philip pulls the trigger. Tariq Philip misses, and Blossomgame, who has excelled himself quietly tonight. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Christon, oof, air balls. They seem to either make nothing but net or can't find the rim. Semaj Christon, the game's leading scorer, 19 points. Comes up with air. And fatigue has to start playing a factor. You're into overtime. Psychologically, players are fatigued. Physically, they're fatigued. It's a psychological battle that plays out now as Klepish gets the hand on the pass and knocks it off the chest of Philip. And the turnovers that we talked about, there was such a problem for and the steals. It's all in their favor now. $16 turnovers for Venice, 18 for More importantly, it's a 3-point lead for the home team. And another turnover almost. Karim Jallow, who has been rock solid all night, gifts the ball to Stefano Tonut. But Tonut can't control it, and he goes out of bounds. Get it back with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jallow down low to Blossomgame. And that's well defended by Austin Day. 2'11" against 2'1". I know which one I would go for all the time in a low post. Extra 10 centimeters making the difference. Jallow trying to stop Tonut from even catching the ball. Stone got it by Christon. Sidesteps, shoots the jump shot, misses the jump shot, and the rebound. Blossomgame. Game's leading rebounder. Just like that, we're into crunch time once more. Under 2 minutes to go in overtime. There we say the first period of overtime. And have a 6-point lead once again as Jaron Blossomgame turns up the heat. He makes back-to-back triples, and it's a 6-point lead. Timeout called by Venice. Can they claw their way back into this one? Blossomgame has got the strength of character to make the big shot at the big moment. He now has 15 points. His team have 84. What answers does Coach Raffaella come up with for Venice? They trail by 84 points to 78. They have possession. They have less than 2 minutes left in overtime. Stefano Tonut asking the officials about his last offense where the foul was not called. Venice in possession. Full court defensive pressure shown by Ulm. Will they maintain it? They don't. They go back to straight up man-to-man. Klepish guarding Philip off the dribble. Philip, they're looking at Tonner. He's got possession. They do not let Tonner have a three. And the defense is awesome. And Jallow once more. Karim Jallow, coast to coast, Karim Jallow. What a night this man is having. Karim Jallow strips it away and then gets the layup. The lead is the biggest of the night for the home team. Surely they are home and dry. Austin Day misses the three ball. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Blossomgame. Venice get it back. Well, Karim Jallow with his third steal of the night. Is that the one that puts this game to sleep? What a night he's had. And it's the defense, the things that won't really show up in the stat sheet that are going to make all the difference from him. Credit the whole team effort. Philip Herkenhoff was remarkable off the bench. He's only got 4 points. But for me, the key to this game, the key to the comeback, and the brink at the end of overtime, Karim Jallow explodes into action with the steal and the breakaway layup. Referees, I'm sure, are checking the clock. Well, we certainly won't write Venice off because, well, we wrote Ulm off when they were down by 23. Venice when they were down by 6 with a minute left in the end of regulation. Now they've got about a minute left, 57 seconds. They may adjust the clock here off this review. The miss of the three, it's the clock. It's going to be reviewed here. The ball's knocked out. Possession, no question about who it's going to. But they're trying to figure out if there's any time need to be added. Clock stays at 57.2. New shot clock, 14 seconds for Venice, but they need points and quick. They need the ball in as well. Brooks off the dribble, spins one way, spins the other. Got to make that, does not. Rebound, it's in. Austin Day, offensive rebound, sticks it back. 11 points in the first half. 1 point in the second half, and there's his first basket. 2 points in overtime. Cuts the deficit to 6. Timeout is called. Good 10 seconds came off the clock there. As Brooks misses the jump shot, but Austin Day battles, keeps it alive, and then gets the score. There's hustling all over the floor. Ultimately, the tallest man on the court gets the rebound. We've got a timeout. Ulm by 6. Well, as you can see, 48 seconds left on the game clock. Ulm, at the end of regulation, had turnovers that let Venice get back into it. Can they take care of the basketball now? Christon fouled. Foul had to be given. Don't have time to waste. If you're Venice, you make the walk down the floor, and finally the free throws become the pressure point in this game. Semaj Christon, 4 of 5 at the free throw line tonight. His team is 16 of 21. Venice just 7 of 9. And Christon maybe a little bit too relaxed there. Ball rolls in, rolls back out. Venice think they're still alive. 45.5 seconds left. And they trail by 6. But no, Blossomgame, offensive rebound, and the referee says no foul. And here comes Austin Day. 2 missed free throws. Venice, they live once more, they breathe, they find Brooks, they find Day. Austin Day misses the 3-ball. Rebound is pulled in. Karim Jallow finds Felicio, and that must be it. Karim Jallow gets the assist. Cristiano Felicio gets the slam. And now it's all about points difference. There's no way they can pull it back. It's another steal and another layup to close it out. Jaron Blossomgame with the layup. 10-point lead. Philip gets the consolation basket. They'll confirm if that counts. It could be important if it does. Referees are going to have to check this. No question about victory for Ulm. The question is the margin of victory. Referee said it was a 3-point shot and the basket was good. Did he release it before the buzzer? The reason, of course, this is important is it's a home and home. So at the end of the season, if teams are tied, the head-to-head will make a difference. Well, what a turnaround this game has been. Ulm, who were, well, dead and buried at halftime, and then should have closed it out in the 4th period. They've got the win, no question about that. The score is 90-80. Then there's a 3-point shot by Philip. If it counts, it's a 7-point deficit. That's the question. Referees called it a 3. The shot goes. Now the question is, did he get it off before the red light comes on the backboard? I don't think it is. I think it's going to get waved off. Scoreboard is still showing the basket counts. So we'll take it as read. Your final score, ratiopharm Ulm 90, Umana Reyer Venice 83. Well, we worry about the final deficit later down the road in the season if it becomes important. Right now, if you're Ulm, you celebrate a massive recovery. 23 points down at the beginning of the 3rd period. And they battled back and they've done it all with defense. A victory that will be remembered long in the history of ratiopharm Ulm. They came together as a team defensively. They came together as a team offensively. And it'll be a painful journey back to Venice for the visitors. They were confident of getting their second victory of the season. They came in tonight 1-1. They go home 1-2 when they really should have been 2-1. And Ulm get their first victory.
It's a strange game. You cannot hear me? Okay, we try to turn it on. Can you hear me now?
Well, we're trying to get some comments from the coaches.
Your team dominated the first half and then kind of fell apart in the second. Explain to us what happened.
It's not strange. It's that 3rd and 4th quarter we stopped play defense. Ulm growing up as intensity in defense. We struggle in a lot of situations, especially easy turnovers. We lost confidence. They're going up. Then in a tight game, we got a chance to win. But if you don't play defense and you struggle on every situation where you have to create like we did, the first 2 quarters is very tough to play.
Do you believe that your players were too sure after the big lead at halftime?
At this level, be sure is a big problem, as we showed this evening. I don't think so. I think that Ulm, honestly, growing up in defense as intensity, and we stop playing our basketball, moving the ball, and we only find solution by ourselves. We can play in this way.
Coach, thank you, and the best of luck for the next games.
Well considered comments from Coach Rafael. So his team stopped playing defense. This level, if you don't play good defense, you will not get victories. And Ulm just grew in confidence. The game went on.
Jaron, it was an unbelievable game. I mean, you guys struggled big time in the first half, and then a lot of energy and a comeback in the second half. Lead us through the locker room at halftime. What did you guys say? What did you talk about that you came back like that?
Guys are pretty frustrated in the locker room at halftime, obviously being down 21. We gave up some things easily that we didn't want to give up, and we know we're a better team, and we worked really hard all week to kind of get off to the good track. And second half, it was all about effort. We fought the whole 25 minutes, and that's what it's got to look like for us consistently. We got to play defense at a high level and rebound at a high level.
I mean, like you said, you personally rebounded the ball at a high level, but you also made big three-point shots. Did you feel it did the confidence raise every minute in that second half?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were good shots. They were open shots. I made the first one. I was feeling good, and I made the second and third one. But I got to credit my teammates for finding me in those opportunities. There were a lot of catch-and-shoot shots, so I got to credit my teammates for finding me.
What does that mean now for the competition? Is it a big confidence boost?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're a confident team. We've had some ups and downs in this early part of the season, but we're improving. We didn't have everybody here for the preseason, and we're still trying to put pieces together and trying to figure it out. But tonight was definitely a character-building win, and we want to move forward on that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jaron Blossomgame, player of the game. Coach Lakovic, he's just happy to get the W. We won't be giving any individual awards out for that one because that was a group effort defensively. In the end, that
Coach,
is a massive
I
victory.
looked at your face in the first half, and you look pretty frustrated. And then your team comes out and play a second half like that. Explain to us what changed that mentality.
Well, to be honest, I don't know. The simple explanation is the team just didn't come to work until the halftime, and in the end, the same team from the first half, they showed the intensity, the effort, even the resilience to come back after this half and win the game. So, what is our team? This is the question, big question, and I'm really happy for the guys for the win, but we have to get more constant.
You struggled big time in the first half defending the three-point line, especially in the second quarter. Was that improvement also a key in the second half, that you did much better defending the three-point shot?
Yes. Like I said in the pregame, we get our energy from defense, and our confidence comes from defense, and that was the case. We didn't defend in the first half. We received a lot of 50 points. We defended, we get stops, we get running, and then the shots start falling, and it's a unwritten rule, right? And we hope we can build on that.
Coach, congrats and thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well, a difficult game to pick apart. Such a contrast in the performances from both teams in the first half to the second half. Well, a terrific night's action. What a comeback from Ulm. 7 days EuroCup, living up to the hype. The road to greatness continues. We'll see you for more EuroCup action next time. For me, bye for now.
7 days EuroCup in association with